In the small city of Gary, Indiana, nestled away in a quiet neighborhood, there stood a seemingly ordinary house with a dark secret. The Johnson family lived there, a mother, Emily, a father, John, and their two children, Michael and Sarah. Little did they know that their lives were about to be turned upside down by an ancient malevolent force lurking beneath their feet. It all began in the summer of 2009 when strange occurrences began to haunt the Johnsons. At first, it was subtle, unexplained noises and eerie shadows dancing in the corners of their eyes. But as the days passed, the activity intensified, and it became clear that something sinister resided in the basement. Frightened and desperate for answers, the family sought the help of local paranormal experts who confirmed their worst fears: a malevolent entity had indeed taken residence in their basement. It was a demon with a dark history, seemingly drawn to the negative energy that had accumulated within the household over the years. Determined to protect their family, the Johnsons tried to appease the demon by leaving offerings in the basement and conducting rituals they found in old books and online forums. However, their efforts only seemed to aggravate the entity, making it more malevolent and relentless. As the nights passed, the demon's grip tightened. Its haunting whispers echoed through the halls, and the once cheerful atmosphere in the home turned into one of terror and despair. Michael and Sarah, once vibrant and lively children, became pale, withdrawn, and haunted by sleepless nights. One stormy evening, the situation escalated to a horrifying climax. The demon's wrath reached its peak, and the family found themselves under a violent possession. The walls seemed to come alive, pulsating with an unnatural darkness that emanated from the demon's grasp. With eyes pitch black and their bodies contorted in unnatural ways, the Johnson family clung to the walls, their sanity slipping away as the malevolent force consumed them from within. Emily's maternal instincts were crushed as she felt an uncontrollable urge to harm her own children, while John's protective nature twisted into violence against his own wife. In this nightmarish state, they were but puppets to the malevolent entity that had claimed their souls. Their attempts to exorcise the demon had only made it stronger, and now they were trapped in a horrifying dance with darkness. Meanwhile, the news of the haunting spread like wildfire through the community, and people gathered outside the house in terror and curiosity. The authorities were alerted, and soon the house was surrounded by police officers, paranormal investigators, and concerned neighbors. Inside, the situation had escalated beyond anyone's comprehension. The possessed family continued to cling to the walls, their bodies contorted and their eyes blacker than the deepest abyss. The demon fed on their fear, growing stronger with each passing moment. As the hours passed, a seasoned exorcist arrived at the scene, hoping to confront the malevolent force. But the demon was cunning, taunting and laughing at the futile attempts to banish it. The exorcist struggled to contain the force, and the walls seemed to close in as the darkness seeped into every corner of the house. It was a battle of wills and faith, and the outcome remained uncertain until the breaking of dawn. With the first rays of sunlight, the demon's grip weakened, and the family's possession started to fade. The exorcist managed to drive the entity back to the basement, sealing it within the depths from whence it came. Exhausted and traumatized, the Johnsons were taken away from their home and treated for their wounds, both physical and emotional. Their once serene family life shattered, and they would carry the scars of that harrowing ordeal for the rest of their lives. The house in Gary, Indiana, remained abandoned for years to come, a place whispered about in hushed tones and avoided by the superstitious. The demon, locked away in the darkness, bided its time, waiting for another chance to emerge and sow its malevolence once more. And so, the haunted house in Gary, Indiana, became a cautionary tale, a reminder that even in the most ordinary places, darkness could lurk, waiting to consume those who dared to tread too close.